Okay, good afternoon. It is Monday, September 24th. It's 3:30 p.m. And I'd like to call to order this meeting of the Library Trustees. It's been a long day. I'm joined by Shannon, Betsy, myself, and Joanne. And our first order of business is to approve the prior meeting minutes from our last meeting, which was Monday, July 23rd. And I did have a moment to look through them. I did not see anything that I felt was inaccurate.
No, I thought they looked fine.
I thought they looked good.
Okay, in that case, I will make a motion to accept them as written.
All right, I will second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
So the minutes are approved. Which brings us to Shannon and the Youth Services Report, who is hopefully recovered from the summer reading program and is ready to speak more coherently than I am capable of. All
No
right.
promises. But so speaking of summer reading, let's harken back to July. In July, we had 27 children's programs, and we had a total of 563 people in attendance for those. And then in August, we had 26 children's programs, and we had 590 people in attendance for those.
Okay.
This year, our summer reading total for total participants who actually signed up and all that jazz, that's just for our ticketed program for the raffles. We had 604 people.
Across all ages.
Across all age groups. We saw increase in children and teens, and then the adult program was steady. It didn't go under.
Okay.
So this is a larger number than we had last year, so we're just increasing,
Yay.
which is awesome. Was it last week? The week before? I went to the school, to the Simonian Center in the elementary school, and we handed out summer reading certificates to all those who participated in grades K through 5. So that was fun. I said all of their names wrong, but they forgave me. They're very kind. We've started our fall story times, so those are every Wednesday and Thursday at 10:30 for ages 1 to 5, and we'll keep that going until December 20th, and we'll take a break off for Christmas vacation week. We have story time at the bank. The next one coming up is October 1st and then October 22nd at 10:30. Again, ages 1 to 5, but if you're a little younger, a little older, that's fine. That's just the main targeted age group. We're doing Whittier Farm Storytime again.
Great.
That'll be Friday, October 5th at 10:30. All ages are welcome. They have, Sutton has a day off from school for that day. So if you're looking for something to do, come hang out with us. There's pumpkins and hay rides and cows to pet.
Can I interject?
Yes.
We had somebody on Facebook send us a message asking about signups or whatever, and I said, oh, we can take it. We take them, but it's not required. I said, so we won't be checking your name or anything like that. And she's from Shrewsbury. This is the third year she's come with her twins, who are now 5. And she said it's like a tradition for us, and we get our pumpkins every year, and it's great. And I was like, oh, that's really sweet.
Yeah, that's great.
So I jogged that in my memory to tell you guys.
Well, thank you. That is awesome. We're going to have Kidding Around Yoga with Nicole this Thursday at 5:30. This session, I believe, is already full, but next month's session is still open because you have to register for those dates individually. That's for ages 4 to 7. We are having Apple Tree Arts come again for another 5-week session, so that's every Tuesday in October, the 2nd through the 30th. There's a baby session at 9:30 and then a toddler session at 10:15, but we are currently full, which makes me very happy as a person.
Yes. Good job.
Thank you. However, Deb Hudgens will be coming Monday, October 15th at 10:30. That is drop-in, no registration required. That is for ages 1 to 5, but again, a little younger, a little older, that's fine. She does have instruments and it gets kind of loud, so if your baby doesn't like loud things, this might be a good way to immerse them in the fun. We're having a free movie Friday, October 19th at 3 p.m. We're showing Sherlock Gnomes. It's open to everyone. We have popcorn, courtesy of the Friends of the Library. We're having our You and Me book club Thursday, October 25th at 3:30. We're discussing The House with a Clock in Its Wall. And then we're doing something new. We're having a Boo Bash on Saturday, October 27th from 1 to 2:30. And we discussed it with the fire station, and they're going to hold their costume contest parade thing right after.
Oh, great.
So it's a nice little segue into that. We're going to have games and snacks and chances to win stuff, and we'll chance to dress up and hang out. It just should be good fun. Lego Club meetings, we're having one Thursday, October 18th at 4, and then one Tuesday, October 30th at 4. Okay, any questions about children before I move on to teens?
And I think the House with the I just heard that title and
The movie's coming out.
It is, okay.
Yes, it comes out. It might actually be out already. It comes
Okay.
out like the first week of October
Okay,
or soon. It comes out really soon.
okay. I was just curious because I was like, I just heard that title.
Jack Black. It looks like a good movie.
Okay.
Only a little scary, I think.
A little scary?
Just
Okay.
a little. There's magic. It's magic.
How, chapter book, pretty big book? No?
It's not big.
It's not big. It's a little older, and it's set in the 1940s. So
Okay.
there's some larger words, but that's why it's a You and Me book club book. So they
Okay, gotcha.
technically can read some of it, but some of it gets a little exhausting. So it's good to have the parent there to like take over.
Yep.
But it's a fun book.
Okay, good to know. Just curious. It was a new book to me.
Okay, so in July we had 14 teen programs. We had 65 people in attendance, and then in August we had 18 programs. 8, comma, the word teen, with 48 people in attendance. And then coming up, we're having an intro to cover letters, resumes, and job applications for teens. We're holding that on Saturday, October 6th at 11. We have a TAG, Teen Advisory Group meeting, coming up on Thursday, October 18th at 2:30. And then we're doing a string art program. It's called The String is Strung on Saturday, October 20th at 11 a.m. And we just had, just this Saturday that just happened, our Masterpiece Meltdown, which was melted crayon art. It was a lot of fun. I did not really take into account how much electricity more than 2 hair dryers requires in our poor little library. So we tripped the breaker like 15 times. Everyone was really good about it though. They were all like, oh, because it took them a while to choose their stuff and glue stuff down. So a good number of them got to actually melt stuff and make it work. But a couple of them were like, we'll go home and do it. I was like, okay. It was fun.
They were patient.
But if we ever do it again, I would probably want to do it out on the common and use their electricity. You think that would that short? Well, I mean, bands hook up all their equipment to it.
That's true.
We short-circuited when we plugged in more than one coffee maker.
Yeah, we can't make
That's
tea
so
and use
sad.
the fan at the same time.
Yeah, you can't do that
Wow.
because it'll short-circuit.
Okay, I want to repeat that out. You can't make tea and use a fan at the same time.
So, like in the winter, I sometimes cause the power to break on the wall because I turn on the kettle, but Betsy has the heater on in her office because it's cold in
Yeah.
there.
So there's
Oh.
two. There's like that wall is one, so it runs all the way from the teen section down to the meeting room, and I think the computers in there are all on one.
Oh,
And then the whole corridor where the offices are and the front desk is all on another one.
okay.
So like because Nita's got a heater by her feet at the front desk, which she uses often, and I've got another one in my office because there's no heat. We can't use them at the same time because it
Oh.
trips the thing.
Wow.
And you can't have one on and make tea in the middle office because it's too much power.
Okay.
So when I make tea, I just have to very loudly go, I'm making tea.
Everybody turns off their heater for a
Because if
minute.
we make it in the kitchen, then we forget.
Yeah, we forget.
Okay.
Or it gets cold by the time we get back to it. Yeah.
Nice.
It's,
Okay.
But, so it was fun, and everyone enjoyed themselves and had a good response. But I think if I ever did it again, I would have to have a different venue.
So in other words, you might have to limit your programming ideas because of the problem of electricity in the library.
It was a bummer
And
too,
the
because
town
it was
hall.
essentially a free program, because I used all of the materials were materials we already had around.
Nice.
And I borrowed the hair dryers from all the staff, so I didn't spend any money on it, but it just, I figured out I could use 2 hair dryers as long as we didn't turn them on high.
Okay,
But there were 6 kids,
Oh.
so,
okay.
but it was fun. There were
Here we go.
pictures online. They're amazing. They did such
Yeah.
a good idea. They did such a good job.
That, I saw the pictures.
That is all I believe I had to say.
All right, well, thank you very much for all your effort over the summer. That was appreciated. I think everybody had a great time
Oh, good.
at all the programming. I think it all went well, so thank you.
And I think the numbers reflect that.
Yeah, yeah.
It was, yeah, we had a total, you did it for something. She had a report of how many, you're for the state, how many summer programs we had and how many attendance we had, but I
Yes, I didn't write it
forgot to
down
bring it up.
though.
So,
Yeah.
because she has to submit that to somebody.
I think I might have it in an email if you want me to find it.
Oh, maybe. It was impressive. Whatever.
Good.
All right. So I have been to not many meetings. Executive Committee for City Mars. I'm co-chairing. It's the email policy subcommittee to rewrite their email policy, which is as exciting as it sounds. So that's that. We had one meeting for that, and the rest of it's been virtual so far. I did a financial report webinar. Financial report is now done. Lisa has signed it. All I have to do is mail it. We had department heads, more CW Mars Executive Committee, and then Users Council. Let's see. I have our programs. So we had 12 adult programs in July with 316 people, and 9 in August with 126 people, which is pretty good. I had some good numbers from those concerts.
Mm-hmm.
And also the staff really stepped it up this summer because Shannon didn't go away at all, and I didn't go away till the very end, but Pam and Lori covered programs for me, which was super nice of them. So that was good, but everybody I think really helped in having those substitutes.
Subs, yeah.
So helpful.
Yeah.
Like when she's going to Whittier's, Jamie's going to go with her because I have a meeting and I'll be gone almost all day. And then Jamie will help cover lunches when she gets back, and we couldn't do it without them because and be open at the same time. So they're just they are worth their weight in gold.
Great. I'm glad that works out.
They are, yeah.
And they fit within the budget.
When you see what our summer or our payroll is looking fantastic.
Good.
We were a little surprised at that, so it was good, but good surprised.
Good.
Let's see. I'm doing a new fall session for making busy bags this week, tomorrow morning, Thursday night. I have some signups, but I still have room if anybody's interested in coming. It's all new projects. It's all not the same things as last time. Some of them are fall themed, which is nice. Next week we have essential oils. Someone's coming in to do that, and I got 10 signups so far, I think. So that's pretty good.
Great.
I'm doing button art. I've still got some room. I've got some signups. We're having a media literacy talk, which doesn't sound glamorous, but is actually exciting and relevant in today's day and age. And I had set that up with a professor from UMass, and she'll be talking here in the evening, but she's having her students they call it a near-peer program at the school, and the principals decided, because there's only time for one session, that they chose the sophomores to do that.
I think that's
So.
great. And so, this is neat. It's like an opportunity then for, parents to come and hear one, kids to hear it another way.
Yeah.
And then, I think
She
that's
said she's had a lot of success with the near-peer trainings, so
great.
that was
I
good.
really like that.
And we only have to pay them gas. And I said certainly we'd take the kids out to lunch if they got here early, because their program's at like 1. So I said, if they come out early, I'll take them to lunch, and I'll take her to dinner in between if she wants. Other than that, it's just transportation.
From what school? Just out of curiosity.
It's the UMass Amherst School of something.
Okay.
I forget. It's all in the newsletter. She
Okay.
has a lot of things after her name.
Great.
But she's super nice, and we'd set that up over the summer. So I kind of had to go out I talked to the principals briefly about it, but I kind of had to go out and make some judgments for them, but they're fine, so.
Okay, good.
We're good. And then I'll be doing ancestry workshops in early November, and those are just drop-in, no registration required. So we shall see. But it was kind of a low-key fall, and that essential oil lady's from town, so we're not spending a lot of money. We're just gonna take a break and decompress after the summer. Let's see, the Friends have been busy though. They've met twice since you guys have. They did the townwide yard sale and they were very pleased with their profits there. And they launched their fudge fundraiser. So they're taking orders for Thanksgiving delivery. We have order forms downstairs. I don't have them virtually. And the fudge will be here the week before Thanksgiving and people can pick it up.
Great.
Ahead of time. It looks delicious. She really is wonderful. And they're doing, what else? They have some kind of football fundraiser going on too.
Yeah.
And they have that craft class, so they've been very busy. As far as staff, so 4 of us went to de-escalation training in Sturbridge, and 2 people stayed behind because we were open. That worked out really good. And then 5 people did Reader's Advisory training last week as part of the Homebound grant. And then that was in addition to several of the drivers for Homebound were there
great.
also. And again, 2 of us stayed downstairs. The library was open. And I registered for NELA, which is in Warwick, for 2 days. It's a Monday and a Tuesday because it's a joint conference with the Rhode Island Library Association, so they have a lot of cool stuff. And I haven't been to anything in like 2 years.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's
you haven't.
actually way cheaper than going to MLA. So it was like, why is it so cheap?
Good.
And they give you food. Like MLA always charges you extra for food. So that was a bonus. ARIS is done. Financial report was almost done when I wrote this, but now, like we said, it's done. Pam is wrapping up spending the money for the Homebound grant. It has to be spent by the end of the week. So she's actually frantically downstairs shopping. And so that's good. And then that whole thing has to be wrapped up. I think her final report's due mid-October-ish.
Okay.
But she's done great. She's got 2 regular people on delivery right now, and we're anticipating more very shortly. Especially with the weather turning. We've had some people say as soon as the weather goes bad, then they were going to sign up. But then we have a couple others on the hook.
Okay.
Which doesn't sound good, but
It's the grant was to cover getting it started, and now we have all the supplies we need to maintain it, and the volunteers we need to maintain it. So it's a service we're happy to provide, and if 5 people need it, great. If it grows to 15, even better. But it's there. There's not any costs to it, whether it's 5 or 10 or whatever. So.
And on the one hand, it's great to offer it and have people use it, but on the other hand, you hate to see people homebound, so you hope there isn't a need for it.
yeah. But both the people who are getting deliveries are very happy with the stuff that has been picked out for them so far. They're happy with their drivers. We have another driver who's signed up, but we haven't had anybody to send them to yet, and he's raring to go. So we'll get there. But I can't believe that's over already. Really quick. Shannon is almost done with the application for the next Osterman Family Foundation that has to be in a week or 2, right?
I was just waiting for Anita to come in so that she could proofread it one more time.
She's a really good proofreader.
She is.
For neither?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She's really good at all the grammar and everything like that, and so
I'm good at that.
but it looks good.
Stickler.
We do. Well, Jamie was a proofreader at some point too, so we'll have Jamie do it, or Chris too, because they're good.
Yeah, you need a couple of eyes.
Yeah.
So,
More than a couple.
yeah, and just so we're looking at things like
So we can't do the same
right. No,
thing
I
again. So the focus this time is youth navigation into adulthood because that's one of their mission points. We're going to call it Adulting 101. And because the transition into adulthood should start early with the creation of good habits so that you grow into a successful adult, the lowest age we're targeting is 8 to 13. So we're going to start with tweens, and then we'll have teens.
Just 13 to 18.
13 to 18. And then we also want to target new adults because I know plenty of people who are in their 20-somethings and don't know anything about
Like they're
house
kind of
loans or credit or any of that stuff that really launches you into quote unquote what an adult is. So we also have a new adult section that is 18 to 30.
Okay, great.
So it will just cover, different speakers and workshops, and we're hoping to get some items so that we can hold cooking classes here ourselves. So like I can teach a tween cooking class, and if we have the supplies here, then I don't have to pay someone $400 every time I want someone to cook it. And that's cooking classes actually is a very specific thing that more than one parent has come in and is like, oh, I wish there was one for kids so that they can like cook on their own. And I was like, oh. But we also want to do like maybe just have a mechanic come in and talk about that, and maybe teach people how to change a tire, and just think that these are things everyone knows, but they don't. So that's sort of that direction. We'll see if it gets accepted, but
I would love to see something about organizational skills for tweens.
I think we
so that would be covered in it too. There was a lot of things covered in
Okay,
this.
great.
I'll send you the proposal if you want to read it.
I would love to.
Okay.
I would love to.
Yeah, for grammar and stuff too.
Yeah.
And I'll check it for grammar too.
Thank you.
No, and it goes along with, I had just sent Betsy an article I had seen over the weekend where the New York Public Library is actually loaning out briefcases, nice handbags. And I was thinking for maybe some of the young adults who maybe complete some of the programs, we could do like a nice looking folio with a little notepad and a place to tuck their resumes, something like that.
I got that in college. We went to something and they gave us like resume paper and a portfolio. I still have it. I still carry it to things. But
Yeah, I mean, because you want to look like you're prepared. You have your,
Like a launch gift.
Like you're official.
like you have your stuff together. You were prepared for this interview, and I mean, I don't know. I had one too. It would be nice to have something like that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If it fits in the grant.
so if it goes through,
Yeah.
then we'll definitely get more specific. But
Yeah.
right now it's just sort of like, this
Yeah,
is
I
an
mean,
initiative we'd like to launch.
I think it sounds great.
Yeah,
I like the idea
much
of cooking,
needed.
cooking classes.
No, CPR.
Oh
what
yeah,
else do you have?
CPR, a self-defense class, tax preparation for people who
Credit.
just got their jobs and are like, I have to pay what? Just life skills.
Student loans.
Yes, student loans, car loans, house loans,
Yeah.
health insurance.
Yeah.
Like just all that boring stuff that you need to know in your life.
Right,
Yeah.
everything to help you transition from living with mom and dad to on your own.
Right.
Yes. And then we thought if maybe having some programs that were sort of like make it yourself programs that teach you how to make things because it's cheaper to make it yourself rather than to go out and buy that. So like
Oh yeah.
teaching fiscally responsible alternatives to people. So like you could go and buy this body scrub that's, $10
I
a
have a
pack, or you can
ton of stuff like
make your own, and this is how you do that, and just
Yeah.
that kind of just some fun stuff thrown in with all the responsible stuff.
I have a ton of stuff like that because I do make a lot of my own.
Yeah, because
Kind of
eventually
crazy.
it is cheaper.
And it's better for you. It's better for the environment.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of fun things we could do in this
I like it.
under this new initiative. But luckily, all of the stuff from our last initiative means that stuff won't go away. I will still have Tinker Tuesdays and
Oh yeah.
Evil Genius next year, but we might have some other fun stuff thrown in too.
Well, I like the fact that you're thinking supplies that we can, cooking supplies that we can have on hand, even if it's just some Instant Pots and
And a hot,
Hot
plate.
plate.
We really
Yeah,
want a
hot plate,
Mm.
really.
yeah.
You can do a lot with just a hot plate.
I know. Believe me, I know.
I'll teach
Just
them how to make
Don't
pancakes.
use your heater at the same time.
Yeah,
That's
no.
all.
Yeah, we can't have multiple hot plates, just the one. But
I feel like Colin's probably used 2 things in the back room at
I mean,
once.
to be fair, I also had hot glue guns plugged in at
Oh,
the
well,
same
there you
time.
you didn't share that information before.
Well, some of them were hot gluing and some of them were melting. There was multiple there was multiple steps.
Oh, boy. Okay.
I wonder what the bank could take. Do you think they could handle
And
six?
that sounds messy.
6 of them? It's just
I don't want to what is it?
Star our
Wear
welcome.
out our welcome.
Yeah.
That's the words I'm looking for. Like I said, it was a long day today.
It was Monday. Let's see. I
Full moon. That's all I'm going to
Proctored.
say.
3 tests in August, not for
Oh.
lack of more people trying to get them done over Labor Day weekend, and none in September, blissfully. So
That's because it's not the end of the month yet.
that was what happened on Labor Day weekends because I was supposed to take Friday off, and somebody desperately needed one, so I came in to do it that Friday morning. While I'm doing that, someone's calling and asking her if I can do one on Saturday. She's like, "We're closed." They're like, "Later day," and she's like, "She's leaving." I was like, "I'm not even supposed to be here." So.
Does it have to be you? Because you're the notary.
No, because I'm the one who's registered with Brigham Young, who I seem to be getting all these people through. So
Okay.
Someone came down from Canada.
that was that person on that Friday, Labor Day weekend.
Came down from Canada.
They were on their way to college in Pennsylvania, and they stopped near here for the night, and then had to practice. I mean, they must have had to have that test done before they got to school.
Wow.
If they had a summer course or something, had to have it done.
Oh, my word.
Get it done on the way.
Again, that whole adulting 101
Yeah.
and maybe procrastinating and scheduling.
Yeah, a little bit. Because that one had only come up earlier that week, I think it
Time
was.
management seminar.
Ooh.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we did switch to Assabet Interactive Museum Pass and program registration. I do feel very comfortable saying that we love it. You love it?
I love it.
You love it. And there's so many features. It's wonderful. It's letting us, for like that Friends program, we can sign people up but not confirm them until they've paid. So you can have like 2 separate lists. You know, people haven't paid, the people have paid, which is fabulous. You can, for Apple Tree Arts, the adults sign up, so you have the adult name, and then they add the kid's name. They can add multiple kids' names, so you know who
Nice.
you've got coming. Instead of calling and being like, is this James's father? You didn't come to story time, or
Yeah.
Apple Tree Arts, you know who they are.
That's always an
Okay.
awkward transition for me.
Let's see, and then we can pull up one sheet, and I can see every single program coming up and how many people are registered.
Great.
So nice.
Great.
You agree? Anything else nice to say about it?
I also like that when we create something, we can specifically say where it will take place.
Mm-hmm.
But like not have to type everything in over and over again. I can, and the reoccurring events. Oh, there's so many things like on a niche back scale.
Oh, I love it.
And I also love that it doesn't delete things.
Oh, that's nice. That's convenient.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So. Yeah, so we're very happy with that. Yeah, I think it's working well. I've heard complaints of the patrons seamlessly shifted. I had no one say, hey, this is weird and different. So.
Great.
And they're obviously signing up, so worked.
I just peeked at Cirques.
They were not bad.
No, we're doing good.
I think definitely when our Zinnia is up, we will not renew it.
Yeah, no. You know what? I'm a loyal patron, and I forget.
Yeah.
To be honest.
But so this is the first time we have the new Overdrive magazine statistics up, and
Okay.
so we did 48 Overdrive magazines in August, and
I did do some of those.
27 Zinnia RB Digital.
like that.
So I think more people are using Overdrive, especially now that's the only platform we have, so they're naturally going to gravitate towards those.
It's just a lot easier, Libby's like,
Yep.
here, I'm right here, magazines.
Yeah. So when that Zinnia's up, we won't renew that. We'll save us some cash.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so Cirques look good, strong. I mean, again, it's just the change in DVDs that really make it look
Yeah. And
lower.
we have changed the kids' DVDs, just the kids' DVDs, to circulate for 3 weeks.
Okay.
The same as books. We haven't made any big pronouncements about it, but we kind of tell people that they're checking out, and we're changing all the labels on the front of every single one.
Yeah.
But everyone's been super happy about it so far.
Well, yeah, that, guilty. Honestly. All right. And then payroll.
And that was in July. That was the first time I think we've seen our overdrive numbers over 700, which was nice.
Yes.
So, but I think by the end of the year, I would think probably in 2019, we'll be consistently over 700 every month.
Excellent.
Just the way things are going. And you can now, I think we talked about it in July, now there's at least 4 or 5 consortiums on Overdrive, which is so nice. They have, I mean, it's not like seamless, but you can still search them and there's a lot more available. So.
Yeah, I've been doing that, a little bit of that, like go and hunt in other places.
Yeah. I'm excited. You do it too.
I do it constantly. I have a problem.
Let's see. Yeah, all right. So if you want money. Yeah, we're only 1% up in part-time wages, which is super exciting after the summer.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's great.
Wow.
And I submitted some paperwork because it looks like our CW Mars money went in the wrong line. Because the next one to the bottom, the 58,500 is like additional CW Mars, and I don't know what we use that for. And the money should have gone into the 58,530. So
Right.
I submitted paperwork to get that changed, just because
To make it look right?
to make it look right.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it squares out, but
Yeah.
still. It's good to actually have things go where they belong.
Yep.
All right. And then the gift account.
Yeah. So it's a little low, but if
Yeah.
you in the bottom left-hand corner, you can see there's 2. Those are my additional calculations. Just there's more money in there. There's like
Okay.
$450 that I've put in that doesn't show up till like months later.
Okay.
So there's a little bit more than that.
But still.
Like I said, we have paid for. We don't have anything really to pay for the next
Okay.
couple of months.
Yeah. I mean, we paid for all the summer stuff.
Yep. So that'll have a chance to bulk back up.
Okay. That's good.
The state aid is also pretty low.
Right. When is the next payment from state aid?
Usually around the end of the year, early January.
That's what I thought.
Depends if they certify us if we're in the November batch or the December batch.
Okay.
So
I mean, we're submitting it on time, so hopefully
Yeah.
we'll be good there.
yeah, I never know how they choose. Oh, and so that was our website renewal was on there, and then they we talked about this in the winter-ish, and they took them that long to do it. They did a security and SSL update to our website,
Okay.
so there's an additional bill for that I have to pay. And then from here on out, it'll just add $50 to our bill for the security certificate.
Okay. And then Osterman is what I had next.
Yep.
So when do we have to be done spending that grant down?
End of the year.
End of the
End of
year.
the year.
Calendar
Okay.
year. That's
End
a
of the
calendar year
calendar
grant.
Okay. Just checking. Okay.
And you're on track. You've got it probably
Yeah.
budgeted out.
Yes.
Okay.
A good 500 will go to Apple Tree Arts as soon as she sends us the bill. And then I haven't spent any of my Tinker money, so I'll replenish everything I used over the summer for Tinker supplies and stuff. And then my fall teen programs will come out of this. So like the String is Strong and the Light the Night one will be a good chunk too.
Fall yoga too.
Oh, and fall yoga, yeah. And a couple more. Deb,
Mm-hmm.
I got this.
Okay.
Oh, and I was thinking of doing another teen paint thing because I have money left in that area of the budget too for
Okay.
the December holiday or in December.
Yeah, because your one with the shakes was good, right?
Yeah, that one wouldn't go. I was thinking of doing. You remember how we paid someone to do the words on wood?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I want to do that. So we'll buy wood and we'll have a winter themed one. That could be cute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can do that.
I got money for it. Let's do it.
You can do it. I did it once because with my inkjet printer, like you print reverse and then you can almost do it like a temporary tattoo. You can,
Yeah.
you know, water, burnish
Yeah.
it down.
Burnish it down.
Oh.
And then I painted over it. So I use that to make my baseline, and then
Okay. That sounds fancy.
but you have to use
Should
an
we
inkjet.
advertise now? See, now I'm in planning, creative. I should be quiet. But what if we did like a parent-child one, like where you're meant to do it together?
That
Might
be
have to
fun.
do that at Unibank where there's more space, but
You could do them both.
Mhm.
You have money.
it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's not expensive.
Okay, I'll stop planning now. Anyway,
Okay. No, that's what. No. So that looks good, and again, all the programs we had this summer were great.
Amazing.
So except for Bright Star. They're not coming back.
they're never coming back. No,
No.
they sent me a thing, and I was like, bye bye.
Yeah, no. I was not impressed.
Me neither.
But-
But you live, you learn.
Yeah.
At least we did it when we had a grant to pay for it, and not when we were taking it out of like gift or something.
Yeah, no. Exactly. I wish more people, we'd had better weather for the unlikely strummers. They were so relaxing. I loved them. They were great.
Let's have them back because I was sad that I missed it.
Yeah, they were awesome. It was just like very relaxed, very chill. All right, and the
Invite them to like the art fair or something.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
They're super busy.
They are
I guess
super
I follow them
busy,
on
that's
Facebook
true.
now. They're everywhere.
yeah, they might have to divide up into 2 troops. There was a lot of them.
Yeah, and they're constantly, because they teach classes and they're constantly recruiting too out of their bookstore, so
Yeah.
maybe they will.
All right. And so, and the LSTA homebound grant looks fine.
Yep, and that'll be 0 by the end of the week, hopefully. So
Okay. There you go. And then it looks like you gave us some parting gifts. Lovely parting
We
gifts.
had some lovely gifts from the MDLC just for you guys.
Awesome. State aid. Why staying certified matters, all that fun stuff. Changes. Okay.
Oh, and while we're talking, we already have an October meeting on the books.
Do we have any old or new business that we have to cover before we do dates?
Well, I can't think of
I
anything.
think so, because I just,
We survived the summer. That was really
Right.
what we needed to do.
And then we've already talked about the possibility of the sewer and water extending up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that was a request, so I brought it up and it is being looked into.
Right. Thank you. Yeah. When do we start the next budget?
January-ish,
Okay. Okay.
December.
All right.
It's crazy. And I'm looking at, so to do an LSTA grant that would start next October,
Mm-hmm.
it has to be pertaining to something on our long-range plan. And so I have to every year I have to submit an action plan of the parts of our long-range plan we're gonna work on.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to submit the FY 2020 action plan by December 1st.
Okay.
So if I want the LSTA grant thing on there, but they don't release what grants are going to be available till November. So I can't do that till November.
Okay.
So, but I'm thinking either there was a community, like, history one where they would come in and assess, they send somebody to come in and assess, like, documents that the Historical Society has and make recommendations for digitalizing them and things like, and preservation and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can act on some of it, but mostly it's just paying a consultant to come in and do that.
Mm-hmm.
So either that or there was another one, which I can't recall at this moment in time, but you don't even know if those will be available or what maybe will pop up. So
Right, I mean, that's part of we have a lot of, there's what's in the Historical Society, but then there's a lot of things in the library still that are fragile
was
and
that.
irreplaceable.
and there was another one, but I can't remember what it was, that I thought pertained to our long-range plan, which we're already like halfway through, which I can't even believe, but
Oh, wow. That's good.
seems like we just did it. So
Well, we
it's
did it
nuts.
prior to Mary coming, right? Was it prior to doing the building needs?
Yeah, it's like
Mm.
FY17 to FY22 or
Yeah.
something. So just it's like
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, but we did it probably in like 15.
yeah, because you have to be that far ahead of the game. So.
Yeah. Because I think it was something we did right after I started this whole shenanigans.
But yeah, because we had to update it for the.
Okay,
So yeah,
all right.
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I'm thinking we'll do another LSTA grant next year. So, but one of those. Maybe the other one was. It might have been fiscal management, like teaching people to how to do all their money stuff. But I don't remember what that's what it was.
Are there any, for the budget and for grant purposes and other things, are there any things that you see that, gosh, if we just did this, we'd be a little more efficient in our space use? Because, you know, things aren't going to change for a while. So are there things you wish you had that would make your life easier? Can you think about that so that maybe we can ask for some of those things?
Other than updated electricity?
Yeah.
Well,
Now that's a town hall
Yeah.
issue, but
yeah, and Jim Smith was talking about maybe doing the carpets, and he has to ours, which could be replaced.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that, and then I might have to do. We'll see. I mean, we need a lot of lights replaced.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's even amount to enough to do a capital plan, but it's really dark in some spaces down there. I talked to Larry
Right.
Morris about it last week,
Okay.
and he was seeing what would come of it. And I said, I said I have some money in repair.
Yeah.
We can just do the
I'm
hot
just-
spots where it's pretty dark. But
Yeah. I'm just thinking of, are there any changes to furnishings that would make life easier, better, more efficient? I'm just think about it, because otherwise, just think about it. Like even would I'm looking at all the things the smart board can do,
Mm-hmm.
and now that they have them all in that would be that could be a good tool. You can play movies on it, you can do a lot of things with it. Slideshows, and it's a little bigger and easier to see, I don't know, like things like that, just think about it.
It would replace the TV
Mm-hmm.
and the screen.
Yeah. I don't know. Because we won't get it if we don't ask for it.
Right.
And we need to think in the longer term. We're still probably 7 years from being able to even think about a grant again. So,
should probably get some mini split things that do heating and air conditioning then, so it'll be a lot easier. That great.
yeah.
So we're not freezing our butts off half the year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I mean, just think about it, because we can always ask. And the worst thing that happens is I say no, but if we
Right.
don't think of it and ask for it, we won't get it, so.
Ponder.
Yeah. Even, Shannon's thinking. Anyway, any other?
Oh, I know what she wants. You can't have that.
Yes, ma'am, I know.
She wants to make the program room into the teen room.
It doesn't make
Mhm.
too much sense logistically. It's fine.
No, I'm sorry, you can't have that.
Yeah, I know.
But it would be, there would be some pros to it, but it's not possible.
Yeah, I know.
Not at this time. Not at this time. I was thinking something simpler, like she wants a stand-up desk or something.
No.
No, also that,
I
yeah.
make my own. I put a milk crate on my desk, and then I put my laptop on top of that, and then I
Okay.
stand at the desk.
Okay, see, we're nothing but, you know, we have a lot of ingenuity. I know that. All right. But anyway, just think about things that you might want, that we should, that are realistic. Yeah. So. Anyway. All right. Anything else?
I think that's it.
No, well, let's talk dates real quick then.
Yeah. So we
We
had
already-
one.
Yeah, we picked 10/29. We will be closed Columbus Day, which is the 8th. And then I think November 12th is Veterans Day observed. It's the Monday because Veterans Day is on a Sunday.
Okay.
So I think, is Christine back there?
Yeah. Let's see here. So,
She is back there.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's the Monday is the day that's off of school, but I don't know.
Yes, it is. The Monday is the day
All
of
right.
school. I think 11/19 is then the next Monday, right?
So that's the date that's the closing date?
No, we close the 12th. But we could have the 19th for a meeting date if you were so
Ah.
inclined.
Yeah, I was thinking meeting date. I mean, that's pretty tight to when we are meeting in October, but then the next week is Thanksgiving week.
Right.
No, that is Thanksgiving week.
The 19th
The
is?
19th.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the Thursday
Holy
is
smokes.
the 1st is a Thursday, so the 22nd is the 4th Thursday. The
Oh
month is
my-
all goofed up.
Yeah, it is.
So do we want to go with the 20?
Yeah, you can certainly go the 26th, is fine.
Yeah, let's go to the 26th. That works for me. Time flies when you're having fun.
Well,
I just
it
know
just-
November's a 3-paycheck month for us.
It's just because that's how
The little things.
it falls.
Okay, that works. All right. I lost my phone.
Did you decide this yet or no?
Oh, that's right. Shannon wants to talk about.
I just want to know. I like to know ahead of
I
time.
don't know what the town hall's doing either, because Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve are Mondays, which is terrible.
Right.
Right.
And I don't know what the town hall's doing, especially for Christmas Eve. That one is more of a deal to me than New Year's Eve.
What, usually the library's open half a day on Christmas Eve or is closed?
It depends when it falls. But even like half a day, I hate to be open till 2. That's just too late. I mean, like 10 to noon is fine.
Yeah.
But then is it worth
But
opening for 2 hours?
Exactly.
You know?
It's
Um,
not.
How about my opinion, for what it's worth, is close and fines don't accrue or something. You know?
Yeah. But yeah, I'm fine with
Yeah,
being open 10 to 2 on New Year's Eve because,
Yeah.
you know,
But
Christmas
Christmas
Eve, nobody's going to.
Close on Christmas Eve.
especially if it's a Monday, it's just. All right. But that way we can start planning ahead so we're fine. We know what we're doing. Okay. And we'll do noon to 2 on New Year's Eve. Not noon, 10 to 2 on New Year's Eve.
And we just said November 26th, we're putting in a trustee meeting.
Yes.
Okay, let me just make sure that popped up. Okay. Any other new business?
All right.
Nope,
I'll
we're good.
make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned at 4:22.